So tax season, full swing now, especially now that we're into March. Great to have Alan Rowell, the accounting place, back on. So we're discussing filing medical expenses on your taxes. But we were just talking off camera because, yeah, so March we get the 60 days done for the RSPs.
RSPs are done.
The RSPs are done. T4s should be done.
Everything should be out.
So we should be doing our taxes.
That's
but
the theory.
A lot of people don't, and they wait right up until the deadline.
Yeah, you know, the problem is, yeah, most of the stuff is out now, and human nature, and it goes back to when we used to mail the things in, really. Everybody line up at the post office, drop them off on April 30th. So everybody tends to procrastinate out, but it really doesn't matter anymore. You know, you got your stuff, the returns can be done, they're electronically filed now. So on April the 30th, you know, we can push the button and we can send 1,000 returns in and crash their computer. And, you know, all
Every
kinds
year
of
is
fun.
well, people who are getting a return, they tend to do it earlier than April the 30th because they want that return. And some of that might have to do, let me fix my tie here, look professional, is about medical expenses and something that is deemed disability tax credit. You okay?
Yep,
Yeah,
I'm fine,
okay.
thanks.
Disability tax credit.
Yeah, disability tax credit is one of the expenses or one of the credits that's available that most people know about and most people don't bother looking into or applying for it.
Yeah.
You know, and the problem with this is really the way it's named. When we hear the term disability, we have a you know, an image that comes to mind. And the disability tax credit is not based on a disability, it's based on the impairment caused by it. So we tend to call it a restricted quality of life credit.
And who is able to get that?
Well, that's the thing. Do you have an impairment?
Right.
And what we look at, first off, this form is filled out by the doctor. Okay, so it's a medical doctor does it. It's applied for with CRA. They come along. Excuse me.
Here, we got some water for here, and just have a little sip of water there.
Yeah,
It's live TV. This happens. Have a little sip there. I'm kind of dealing with a cough now too. Thanks, Annette.
But what ends up happening here, Tim, is people look at it and in their minds they're not disabled. CRA is looking at it and they're saying that we're not looking at a medical condition. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking at the impairments that are caused by those conditions. So, for example, you could have a hip replacement. You're no longer able to walk a block without some assistance. You could have hearing impairment, you know, where you don't hear out of your left ear, your right ear, some vision trouble. Different things like that, how would we put it, that combined cause a restriction. And if you have a restricted quality of life, you'll qualify for the credit. It's roughly $8,800. It's worth about $1,800 cash. Right. And the beauty of it is it's retroactive.
But every situation is different, and that's why sitting down with somebody like you guys can really help out.
Absolutely.
Really help out the situation.
It's a matter of the doctor filing the report and, you know, just tell it the way it is, and the CRA looks at it and look at it as a restriction as opposed to a disability.
We're running out of time. Quickly to attendant care expenses.
Attendant care expenses are something like nursing homes. Nursing homes is the prime example. So as we get older, our bodies tend to wear out, and we have different impairments. Attendant care expenses are a full medical credit. Okay, so you spend 30 grand on attendant care expenses, it's a $30,000 deduction. The restriction to it, or the caveat to it, is you do have to qualify for the disability tax credit, and then there's some limitations onto what you can claim.
Right, okay. I did not give Alan my cough, because he just sat down on the couch. I maybe have spread my cough to my co-host Annette. I did not give it to Alan. So.
I have a restriction against Tim.
There you go. Thanks for coming on. You always come on with different ideas to help us in this situation as we're getting closer. Well, it's still April the 30th, but hey, get going now.
There you go.
Tax season. Thanks, Alan.
Thank you.